So you want to be a missionary. Now what kind of character do you need? I want to start a little mini series looking at some of the key characteristics, like the heart of being a missionary. As in, like, what kind of character should I be building if we want to be missionaries who really can honor the Lord Jesus as we seek to share with people about him. This first one we're doing today, I kind of struggled with what do I call it. Kind of generosity of spirit, maybe you could say kind of being good-natured, good-tempered. You probably saw on the thumbnail kind of referencing the whale eye, so let me explain a little bit about that first. Okay, so this thing here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually material. It's a kind of a cloth thing. My apartment is not very big. Obviously with COVID and stuff, I've been spending more time here than I kind of been planning to do. So trying to just kind of brighten up my apartment a little bit, I got into these things. They're called tenuguri. You can kind of use them for a whole bunch of things, just for like hanging, or you can like use them to wrap up stuff. Okay, and this guy, it's called mekujira. Me is the Japanese word for eye, kujira is the word for whale. But there's a phrase in Japanese, mekujira o tatewa ikenai. And it means you shouldn't let the kind of corners of your eyes stand up. The idea is that you don't allow yourself to get angry over small things. They don't get easily frustrated. So for me, every time I walk through my divider here between my kind of lounge bedroom area and the kind of dining kitchen room area, and I see the big whale eye, it reminds me to remain calm, to not get angry over little things, you know, to be kind of good-natured. And so there's a couple of Bible verses which to me have become really important as I've been beginning my journey, walking on this journey of being a missionary here in Japan. Both of them I think are probably well known. One of them, Luke chapter 6, Jesus when he's teaching, and Luke chapter 6 verse 41 and 42 says these famous words, "Why do you look at a speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, 'Brother, let me take the speck out of your eye,' when you yourself fail to see the plank in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." Just a really important reminder for us that actually we have to deal with our own problems first, right? Like, as we're looking at someone thinking, why are they doing this way? They're probably looking back at us thinking, why is he doing it that way? Why can he not see his own folly here? Why can he not see his own arrogance, his own pride? Why he's not willing to first consider his own faults? And so for us, being whale-eyed, if I can kind of coin that phrase, needs to really work on scripting stuff out before I speak. Anyway, if I can use that phrase, whale-eye, for us what that can look like is actually to be willing to, when we see something which is kind of frustrating or annoying or to us, or we don't understand, it's first to consider, maybe I'm the one who's wrong here. Maybe I'm the one who needs to consider the way I'm responding to this. Another verse related to that, and again another really key one, is from the book of James. James chapter 1 verse 19. He says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires." Being quick to listen and slow to speak. I think that in itself is a real skill for life in general, but especially being a missionary coming to a different culture, trying to share about Jesus and to live like him in a different place than where you grew up. Being quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to anger, really important things for us to be working on in our hearts. So whether you're preparing to come out to the mission field, or whether you're already here, or somewhere in between, or you're just kind of thinking, what does it look like to follow Jesus? Let's all of us think about how we can allow God's love to change our hearts, so that we'll be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger, quick to look at our own eye and see what isn't here, rather than to look at the problem we see in other people's eyes. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, gave you some food for thought, some things to think about. Please do get involved in the comment section down below, giving any thoughts you have, any ideas, any comments, any questions. I really enjoy hearing you guys journeying along on this, and I'm going to be putting together some videos to answer some of these great questions you guys have been putting down, so please keep the questions coming in. But thank you so much for dropping by today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.